In this video, we're going to be talking all about the negative cycles of interaction, or these interactional positions that happen in a relationship that start causing disconnection. Now, I learned them as the 3 demon dialogues originally. They are known by some other names, but these are often an easy way to kind of remember what's happening in a relationship, kind of remember these negative cycles and make sense of them. Now, these interactional positions that couples get caught in really starve of emotional connection. It really is an endless cycle that's going to happen and just continue to pull each other apart. Now, because of the circular nature behind what is happening, what is leading to these interactional positions like pursue, withdraw, it leaves couple in a really a no-win situation where they're just going to continually emotionally starve each other. And it's going to lead to more emotional insecurity in the relationship, or the security of the attachment bond is going to be completely stripped and torn away. Now, before we dive more deep into these different interactional cycles, I do want to point out that there are additional cycles that can come about that are a little more complex, often related to things like trauma. So the first cycle we're going to be talking about is really the most common cycle, and it's beautiful when you see this because it's so easy to start changing the what's happening in the relationship, and that's the pursue-withdraw cycle. The pursue-withdraw cycle, there's one spouse that will pursue and start demanding, and the other spouse will be withdrawing and distancing in the relationship. The withdrawn spouse, or the one that's distancing, will often stonewall, or they'll just shut down, and that's really for safety. The problem is that this shutting down, this withdrawing, really speaks to the pursuer and causes a trigger for the pursuing spouse, which causes panic in them, which makes them want to pursue more. So some of the characteristics between a pursuer and a withdrawer, there's going to be different strategies that are going to come about. Now, this is not an exhaustive list, but for an anxious pursuer, they might have things such as blaming, criticizing, hypervigilance, clinging, controlling. They might need a lot more reassurance. Now, within an avoidant withdrawing spouse, they're going to use different strategies such as dissociation, withdrawing, stonewalling, distancing, feeling kind of like they're walking on eggshells, and they might even turn to others for attention and care. So the second negative interaction cycle we're going to be talking about today is the withdraw-withdraw cycle. Now, this cycle is really a very dangerous cycle when the relationship is at this point. Now, a withdrawer technically is usually still there, and a pursuer is still there at the core of what's behind these interactional positions. But what has happened is the pursuer has kind of got burnt out, and so they end up turning and just start withdrawing as well. So they neither are reaching out trying to connect. This cycle can be very very cold because neither are reaching out to each other. It's just kind of this numb, we're in it, we're just, you know, we both don't like each other, we hate each other, things of that nature. Oftentimes, in a pursue-withdraw, if it doesn't get addressed, it will usually lead to a withdraw-withdraw cycle. So let's talk about the third interactional position. It's the attack-attack. And attack-attack really usually is a version of pursue-withdraw that is just changed slightly. And so this time, the withdrawer will attack back. It's like, I've had enough of it, I can't take it, and they'll burst and they'll come back at the pursuer. And it leads to this interaction where it's just bark, 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 bark. And however, usually after a fight happens, the couple usually go back to reverting to like a pursue-withdraw cycle. However, think of it for the withdrawer in the relationship, in the attack-attack cycle, kind of like who then reverts back to a pursue-withdraw cycle. Think of it kind of as a pressure cooker for the withdrawer. And so they're going to eventually, the pressure is going to build, and then they're going to bark back. So if you like today's video, please like, subscribe right here, and let me know what you want to see more of in the comments below. Hey, thanks. See you next time.